gonna do some wake surfing. Could turn this into a review. Hello again, folks. We're getting ready to go wake surfing with the Swell wake surf. What is this thing called? 3X. Can't remember what it's called right now, actually. But we're gonna put this on the side. We're gonna go do some surfing. 2005 Mastercraft with the fam and 2 guests. Okay, so after reviewing this footage in the boat, I noticed that I hadn't hardly talked about the device itself. I was just so excited to get going, I guess, that I kind of omitted some of the key features and benefits of this thing. So I figured I'd edit this in. Obviously, it's a little bit later in the year. The boat's actually put away now. Well, it's not put away, but I've got it winterized. Maybe some videos on that to come. But anyway, I was editing this together and I said, man, I hardly talked about this thing. So I better talk about it a little bit more just to show you some of the differences and why you might want this if you have a, say, 2005-ish Mastercraft like this one. So this is a 2005 Mastercraft X10 and it's got this thin chine line here and then everything else is kind of rounded, and apparently it's difficult to find a suck gate that will actually, because of the rounded profile of the hull here, stick to that part of the hull. And because of the thinness of the chine line, most traditional ones, it's just they're too big to work on that area there. So this one is called the H3X Slim Plus for a variety of reasons. Firstly, it's slim enough to fit on this chine line, designed to fit on, I guess, this boat as well as probably some others. And then some other things that make this into the plus would be the fact that we can change the length of this from, you know, standard length to fully extended. You can see on the back here, we go from 0 up to max. I was running, I think, on this day at 3, so it was running there. And while I'm here, I'm just going to show you, I noticed that this E-clip here and here and here and here and here actually fell out of here. So if you do get one of these, you're going to want to be mindful and keep an eye on that to make sure you don't lose that, because if this pin popped out, that's holding on that lever, which is holding on everything else. So if that went away in the water, you'd lose everything and you'd be in a little bit of a jam there. So keep an eye on that. I'll be looking for another E-clip to replace for that. I'm going to clip that back down. And the other thing that makes this a plus is that you can change the angle of attack of this here. So if I go to here, you can do this, and that points it down more so that as the hull is lifting, because you're only going about 10 miles an hour, this is hitting the water at a more direct angle, like a 90-degree angle, versus the old traditional one, which was just locked always at that 90 degrees. So it was hitting straight on if you were going, if the boat wasn't moving. But as soon as you've got that hull rise happening, it's now hitting the water at an angle. So that's the other development that they've, so you can adjust now the length of this, the angle of attack of that, and they've also put these kind of like golf ball dimples on this, just to modify the flow of water over top of that, and they say that that helps out as well. So those are the main features and benefits of the Swell Wake Surf H3X Plus, in case you're thinking about getting one. Now you'll be able to see basically what that looks like. Now while I'm here, I still had the box for this, so I'll show you quickly what that looked like. You can see some tips for being respectful of other boaters out there and property owners. And then in here you can see some of the other devices that they sell. Here's the one that we're reviewing right on the end, and then the earlier iteration here, and then it tells you a little bit about how to run your ballast here and mount up your device. And then this here also does the same with a little bit more detail. So that's handy to have. And then some other products that they offer with a coupon code. Anyway, just handy they had that box still, so I figured I'd show that. Anyway, okay, with that we'll go back into the boat and you can see how this looks. 750 pounds I think of ballast in each rear locker. So got it leaning slightly. 750, same over there, 750. I've got, I think that's, I don't know if that's 400 or not, and then 125 under each bow seat. So yeah, we'll give this a go, and you'll be able to see if you have a 2005 Mastercraft or anything similar with similar ballast, kind of what the wave's like. Okay, so us putting on the Wake Surf Edge, so you can see kind of how deep it goes once the tanks are filled. It goes really nice and deep on the hull on this, so you got to get back down to this bottom chine. I can hardly reach. I'm almost up to my elbows here holding on to this thing. I might even have to get into the water, to be honest. Yeah, it's one cup. So there it is. So you can see the water line here. And then how much deeper. Okay. So it's down there good and deep on this hull. Alright, let's see how it looks. Okay, we're almost out of battery, 9%, but here we are from my perspective. There's the boat, there's how it's sitting in the water. There's the device. I think I have it 1 or 2 clicks out and that's it. Okay, we'll try doing it from my perspective. Here, we'll see how this works without I don't have a chest mount or anything on right now. We'll see how far we can get back. Woo! There we go. Riding a wave, rope's over there. Got to pay attention to it though. Don't lose it. Oh boy. Almost out of juice here. Y'all does a pretty good job. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off and just enjoy the ride over and out. We'll see you next time. Ciao.